Welcome to EngVibe Podcast.
Alex, look at this. I just saw a video of a guy who spent 3 hours trying to take a natural photo of himself sleeping.
Wait, let me guess. He set up a tripod, adjusted the lighting, and probably used a remote shutter under his pillow?
Yeah, exactly. And the caption says, "Just woke up like this. So blessed. The irony is killing me. We are literally working overtime to look like we aren't working at all."
It's wild, Emma. We've turned our lives into a 24/7 reality show where we are the actors, the directors, and the cameramen. Sometimes I feel like if I don't post my dinner, did I even actually eat it?
If there's no photo of the pasta, the calories don't count, right? But seriously. Okay, so hello everyone. Welcome back to EngVibe Podcast, the place where you improve your English with real conversations. I'm Emma.
And I'm Alex. Today's topic is something we all use every single day, but we rarely stop to question it.
Yes. Today, we're talking about the truth about social media.
Not just the fun filters and the cat videos, but the hidden effects it has on our minds, our focus, and our real-world happiness.
Alex, let's be totally honest with our listeners. What is the very first thing you do when you open your eyes in the morning? And don't give me a perfect answer.
Okay. If I say I meditate for an hour, I'd be lying. The truth? I reach for my phone before I even say, "Good morning" to the sun. My eyes are still half closed, and I'm already checking WhatsApp.
Exactly. Same here. It's like an automatic reflex. We haven't even brushed our teeth, but we've already seen what 50 people did for dinner last night in another time zone.
And that's the danger. Somehow, just checking the time turns into 30 minutes of scrolling. You see one notification, then you click a link, then you're watching a video about how to grow organic tomatoes in your kitchen, and suddenly, you're late for work.
It's a huge time thief. But more than that, it sets the tone for the day. Instead of starting with a calm mind, we start by reacting to other people's lives. We are plugging into the world before we've even plugged into ourselves.
That's a deep way to put it. We are giving our most valuable energy, our morning focus, to an algorithm.
Now, we aren't here to say social media is all evil. That's not fair. It's actually very powerful if used correctly.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, look at how many people use it to learn English. You can follow teachers, join study groups, and hear different accents from all over the world for free.
Right. Short videos, podcasts, reels, they make learning feel like a hobby rather than a chore. It's much more engaging than a dusty old textbook.
And think about the global village aspect. I have a friend who lives in a tiny village, and through social media, he built a career as a freelance graphic designer for companies in New York and London.
That's incredible. It's a tool for opportunity. It levels the playing field. Many people started from zero, no money, no connections, and now they earn a living through content creation or online businesses.
So, the platform itself is neutral. It's like a hammer. You can use it to build a house, or you can use it to break a window. All depends on the person holding it. But here comes the real question. What is the cost of all this free connection?
I think the biggest cost is our attention span. Alex, have you tried to read a long book lately?
You caught me. It's hard. I find myself reading 3 pages, and then my hand automatically reaches for my phone. It's like my brain is addicted to newness every few seconds.
That's exactly what the apps want. They are designed by psychologists to keep us scrolling. Every new post gives our brain a tiny hit of dopamine, the feel-good chemical.
Right. And when we get used to these quick hits, real-life tasks like studying, working, or even having a long conversation start to feel boring. We've lost the ability to be bored.
And boredom is actually where creativity is born. If we fill every silent second with a screen, we never give our own thoughts a chance to grow.
There's also the mental health side. I call it the comparison trap.
This is huge. We scroll through our feeds and see everyone's highlight reel, the vacations, the promotions, the perfect gym bodies.
And we compare our behind-the-scenes life, the messy kitchen, the stress, the tired eyes to their edited life.
It makes you feel like you're falling behind, doesn't it? Even if you're doing great, you feel like everyone else is doing better.
I read a study that said the more time people spend on certain social apps, the lonelier they feel. It's a paradox. We are more connected than ever, but we feel more alone because the connections are shallow.
Exactly. A like on a photo isn't the same as a hug from a friend or a deep conversation over coffee. We are eating digital candy instead of nutritional social interaction.
Let's talk about the Instagram versus reality trend. Have you ever seen someone taking a photo in public and thought, wow, that looks exhausting?
All the time. I saw a couple in a restaurant last week. They spent 15 minutes arranging their food, taking photos from different angles, and then they barely talked to each other while eating. They were so busy showing people they were having a good time that they forgot to actually have a good time.
That's the tragedy. We become the paparazzi of our own lives.
It's like we need the internet to validate our experiences. If I go on a beautiful hike, but don't post a picture of the view, did I even go?
Of course you did. In fact, you probably enjoyed the view more because you were looking at it with your eyes instead of through a lens.
Have you ever tried staying away from your phone for a whole 24 hours, Alex? Like a digital detox?
I tried it once on a Saturday. By 11 a.m., I was feeling restless. My pocket felt empty, kept thinking, what if someone is trying to reach me? What if something big happened?
That's called phantom vibration syndrome, when you think your phone is vibrating but it isn't even in your pocket.
That's a real thing. Wow. But it shows how much space it takes up in our nervous system. It's not just a habit. For many of us, it's a full-blown addiction.
And like any addiction, it takes away our freedom. If you can't go a few hours without checking an app, you aren't using the app is using you.
Let's talk about work and study. I know many of our listeners are trying to balance their English studies with busy lives. How does social media affect productivity?
Oh, it's a productivity killer. They call it context switching. Every time you're studying and you stop to check a notification, it takes your brain about 20 minutes to get back into that deep, focused state.
20 minutes? So if I check my phone every 10 minutes, I'm never actually focused.
Never. You're just working at 50% capacity. You're busy, but you aren't being effective.
This is a great tip for our English learners. If you want to improve, turn off your data for 1 hour. Just 1 hour of pure, uninterrupted focus. You'll learn more in that hour than in 3 hours of distracted study.
So, we've talked about the dark side, but we aren't suggesting everyone should delete their accounts and move to a cave, right?
No, that's not practical. We live in a digital world. The key is awareness and smart usage.
What's your #1 tip for staying in control?
Set boundaries. I have a rule now. No phones at the dinner table, and no phones for the first 30 minutes of the day.
I love that. My tip is curate your feed. If you follow an account that makes you feel bad about yourself or makes you feel angry, unfollow them.
Yes, your feed is like your diet. If you only eat junk food, you'll feel sick. If you only consume toxic content, your mind will feel sick. Follow people who inspire you, teach you, and make you laugh.
And use time limits. Most phones have settings that tell you when you've been on an app for too long. It's a good reality check.
You know, Emma, I wonder what the world will look like in 20 years. Will we look back at this time and think, we were so obsessed with screens?
I think so. I think we're in the wild west of technology right now. We're still learning how to handle this much power in our pockets.
I hope we find a way to value real life again. The smell of the rain, the sound of a friend's laughter, the feeling of being present in the moment without needing to share it with 1,000 strangers.
That's deep, Alex. It's about reclaiming our lives. Social media should be a part of our life, not the owner of it. Well, that brings us to the end of today's episode. We really hope this conversation made you think a little deeper about your digital habits.
And we hope it helped you improve your English. Naturally, we used a lot of great vocabulary today, words like algorithm, validation, productivity, and boundaries.
If you enjoyed this episode of EngVibe Podcast, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and give us a real one this time.
And share this episode with someone who needs a social media reality check.
We'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments. How do you manage your screen time? See you in the next episode. Keep practicing, keep listening. Bye everyone. Take care.